Welcome to The Pretty Fix, your ultimate online makeup resource. Today we're going to give you some expert advice on how to clean your makeup brushes, sponges, and any other tools that you might be using when you're doing your makeup at home. The main question that I hear women asking is, how often do I wash my brushes? And we're going to set the record straight on this once and for all for you ladies. It's obviously super important to take care of your makeup tools, not only for sanitation reasons, because after all, these things are going right on your face, but also because when you wash and store your brushes properly, you're ensuring that they last you many, many years, sometimes even a lifetime. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The answer to this question is that how often you wash them is based directly on how often you use them. Here are some basic guidelines for the minimum amount that you should be getting them squeaky clean. If you only do your makeup just once or twice a week, you can get away with washing your brushes just once or twice a month. If you do your makeup 3 to 4 times a week, you should probably wash your brushes at least every other week. And if you do your makeup 5 to 7 times a week, you should definitely be washing your brushes weekly. The exception to these rules is that ideally you should clean the brushes that have liquid makeup on them, like your foundation, concealer, cream eyeshadow, liquid eyeliner, immediately after you're using them, even if it's just with a spray-on brush cleaner, because they're way more likely to harbor bacteria, and also these types of brushes just build up a lot of product on them. Always use your own best judgment about when it's time to wash your brushes, but as a general rule of thumb, if you can't remember the last time that you washed them, it's definitely time to do it. The first way is with a specially made brush cleaning spray, which you can normally find at most makeup and drugstores. Sprays are really ideal when you want to wash and dry your brushes quickly without too much hassle. Keep in mind though that if you are using a brush cleaning spray, you should still give your brushes an actual wash regularly to make sure they're getting fully clean and also to prevent the cleaning spray from building up on the brush. To clean your brushes with a spray, put several spritzes onto a paper towel and then gently sweep your brushes in a back and forth motion until you notice that no more makeup is coming off the brush onto the paper towel. For extra dirty brushes, you can spray the brush itself before wiping it clean on a paper towel. You may need to repeat the process a few times to get all the product out of your brush. It's super important that you do not press your brushes really hard or do a wiggling motion with them when you're cleaning them, because this is going to cause the bristles to break or fray and really damage your brush. Once your brushes are clean, lay them flat with some space between them to dry before you put them away. The second way to clean your brushes is by actually washing them, which will give them a much deeper clean, but it does require several hours of drying time, so you want to plan ahead and maybe wash them at night. For washing, you'll want to use either a shampoo or a solid brush cleanser, which is essentially just a solid shampoo that you normally find at bigger beauty stores. Shampoo is really great to use with natural hair brushes because they need to be cared for just like the hair on your head. Baby shampoo or any shampoo that helps with hydration is going to be your best option because you want to make sure that the brushes feel soft and conditioned after washing them. With that in mind, avoid clarifying or volumizing shampoo, which can make your brushes dry and brittle, and do not use soap for the same reason. The only exception is that if you have brushes that are synthetic, like your foundation or concealer brush, you can actually use a bit of dish soap to wash these since they aren't real hair. To get started, wet your brush, being careful not to wet the handle or the metal part that holds the bristles. Then place a small amount of shampoo in the palm of your hand and use a gentle swirling motion to lather the shampoo up into the brush, massaging it in a bit with your fingers if necessary. Set your brush aside by laying it down on your counter, and then repeat with all of your other makeup brushes until they're done and ready to be rinsed. Next, rinse each brush under running water as you gently massage it until all the makeup and shampoo is gone, and then give it a nice squeeze from the handle to the tip of the brush to remove excess water and lay it flat on its side on a towel to dry. Whatever you do, do not stand your brushes up in a cup to dry because this is total brush suicide. Water from the brush is going to run down into the handle, it loosens up the glue that holds the brush together, and the whole thing's going to totally fall apart and be ruined. If you have any makeup sponges or powder puffs that you typically use, make sure you're giving these a wash regularly too. Pouring a bit of dish soap directly onto the makeup sponge and then massaging it in is the best way to start lifting out the makeup before you give it a rinse. You're probably going to discover that you need to repeat this process a few times because makeup sponges really hold on to the makeup. So be patient and keep going until the sponge is really clean and you know that you've rinsed out all of the soap. Then set it aside to air dry with your brushes. You can do the exact same thing with your powder puffs too. If you have any metal makeup tools that you use regularly, like your eyelash curler, your pencil sharpener, your tweezers, give these a quick spray with alcohol from time to time to kill any bacteria, and then use a Q-tip to remove any makeup residue that's left behind on them. Thanks so much for tuning into The Pretty Fix. I hope that we've totally demystified how to care for all of your precious brushes and other makeup tools. If you need to stock up on any brush washing essentials, check the links below this video and that's going to get you going in the right direction. Please give us a like if this video was helpful to you and subscribe to our channel to see all the other amazing tutorials that we've got coming your way. We love to hear your feedback, so feel free to comment below and head over to our website at theprettyfix.com for even more expert makeup advice.